Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's championship match between Wolves and Brighton. Start with the visitors, Pascal, top of the table, 90 points from 21. It's been a fantastic start.
Yeah, unbelievable start for a side that for the most part last season was sort of around 20th in the table. They made some good signings this summer. Tom Mohamed especially, he's come in up front, he's looked so good. He's got 5 goals in 7 games now, scored in both of the recent wins since the international break. At the weekend he got the only goal against Hull City. That was a really important game, top of the table clash. Before the international break they went to Ipswich, another top of the table clash, won at Ipswich, so 6 points out of 6 from those big games at the top of the table. Very, very impressive. And then in midweek, everyone's expecting them to win. It's top against bottom against Rotherham. They weren't as good as they had been, especially say against Ipswich. They were superb at Ipswich, but they weren't as good as that. But they still came out with the win, 2-1s, and 2 more decent goals. Hamed on the score sheet again, and Dale Stevens' goal, brilliant strike right into the corner. And 4 league wins in a row now. Like I say, 19 points from 21. They're 4 points clear at the top. It's looking so good for them. And look at the stats. Only Middlesbrough have conceded fewer than them, and then only Middlesbrough and Ipswich have scored more than them. So the stats are looking good both defensively, attacking. And yeah, I'm so impressed. I mentioned Hamed as well, but the defence has been good. And I mean, Lewis Dunk, I'm so surprised he hasn't got back in the team yet. It looked like he was going to leave for Fulham, then he signed a new contract, but he hasn't been able to get back in the team since. Hunemayer, the centre-back who's partnering Greer, he's doing really well back there. And they look really strong from top to bottom. Maybe they're a bit light in midfield. Beram Kayal is a very good anchor man. Maybe they could have a bit more creativity from midfield, but up front defensively they look so solid and already 5 points clear at this stage of the season. They're starting to pull away a bit. I mean, I'd be surprised if they can hold on to that much of a lead with some of the sides charging up behind them, especially Middlesbrough, but it has been a fantastic start.
It's pretty much all positive for them so far. By contrast, Wolves have been a disappointing start to their season. No midweek game, but we made their start so far.
Yeah, so they didn't play against Fulham in midweeks. They might be a bit fresher than Brighton for this one, but they have struggled. I mean, the news about Nuadiko losing him for pretty much the whole season is a huge blow. They managed to keep Afobe, but at the moment it doesn't look like a side that's going to be quite as good as last year. They lost Sacco to Crystal Palace and he's already proving himself to be a great player in the Premier League, and like I said, Dicko's out injured. Afobe's going to be a key player for them, but when you look at their recent form, they lost 3 out of 4 in the league. On Saturday they went down 2-1 at Bolton Wanderers, who had only scored 1 goal in 5 games before that. So to concede 2 against a side in the first half as well, conceded 2 in the first half against a side who'd only scored once before that. So that was disappointing, losing there. That's a game they really would have fancied winning against a Bolton side right down at the bottom there. This is a really tough game against the leaders, but then they have got some more winnable games coming up. They've got Preston, Fulham, Huddersfield, and the next 3 after this. So even though this might be a tough game, they've got some winnable games coming up that might be able to sort of put them on a sort of a run to sort of push towards the top half.
The form book says Brighton. Which way do you see this one going?
I see a draw. I mean, Brighton have done so well, but I think surely that they can't keep it up. 19 out of 21, like you said, 6 wins out of 7 and a draw to start the season. Phenomenal start to the season, but I can't see it carrying on like this. They weren't at their best against Rotherham. I think Wolves a bit fresher in this one will get a point. I'm going to go 2-2.
Sportsman going for a 2-2 draw.